Hey, Steve Mignani here for Assorted Auctioneer's Great Texas MOPAR Hoard Auction Event. And while the auction is heavy on cars, actual vehicles, either project cars or nearly running cars, something like 260 plus of those, there's also an awful lot of loose parts, Automobilia and Memorabilia, like this garage floor filled with items. This is a Dodge Red Ram Hemi. We know it because the valve cover has red ram. And keep in mind that Chrysler Corporation was gung-ho on Hemis from 1951 through 58. And the Dodge was its own special family. So was the DeSoto Fire Dome Hemi, which was a little bit bigger in every way. And at the very top was the Chrysler Firepower Hemi. And although they look similar with the big wide rocker covers, the spark plug tube covers, these are very different engines. The Dodge, DeSoto, and Chrysler, virtually nothing interchanges, so you got to pay attention, but that's okay. This one is a single two-barrel, just a basic one, probably a 241, maybe could be up to 325, anywhere in between. But again, this is a Dodge Red Ram. People who build rat rods love these engines. They look fantastic. The small block Chevy's cool, but that just has such eyeball appeal. Moving here, this is the extension from the world of the Hemi. Chrysler says, you know, we can cut some costs by using a similar block, but less expensive polyspherical cylinder heads. So this is what we call a polyhead V8, or the A series engine family. This one's probably a Plymouth 318, although these things were also made as small as 277 cubic inches at 303 cubic inches, a whole bunch of different weird sizes. But again, this is a Plymouth version polyspherical V8. This is a Dodge version polyspherical V8, and you can see it's similar, but it has more defined ribs here on the rocker arm cover. So this is a Dodge poly engine, a little bit different from the Plymouth, but similar, if you can imagine. 4-barrel carburetor, so this one here was probably a power pack out of a car with dual exhausts. And behind me, just boxes of goodies. And I just love this place. I mean, there's like just stuff everywhere, connecting rods and pistons. And again, Chrysler was pretty cool. They used forged rods. Right there we can see that wide parting line right there. It's a forged rod. Other manufacturers, Pontiac, Oldsmobile, used a cast rod, which is not as strong, with a little thin line. But again, Chrysler stuff, they had a slogan said, extra care in engineering, it makes a difference. And it does. So these are a bunch of just pistons, and these things, of course, will all be sold at the auction at no reserve, but there will be a different auction reserved for the Automobilia parts and pieces. It'll happen during the same time as the car auction, but these items will be sold in a little different way. It'll be online, but let's run down this side here and have a look at these pallets, which are filled with parts and pieces. Control arms here for some sort of a mid-50s car, I would guess. An oil pan there. Coming down here, water pump and fan, more rods and pistons. Front cover for an LA 318 or 273 type engine. Exhaust manifolds for a poly, probably a 318 poly. You can tell those a mile away because they're evenly spaced ports. Intake manifold potpourri here, 318 poly, 318 poly. 273 or 318 LA small block. Dodge Hemis, or yeah, I think it's a Dodge Hemi, 2-barrel, 4-barrel Dodge Hemi intake manifold, or actually it's a wedge, sorry, 318. There we have another poly intake. More of these poly valve covers, set of headers for an early Hemi. Not sure what application, but here we have number 60040, probably a hooker header, part number 60040. Go online, find out what it is, and let's scoot over this way. And again, this is one of several buildings with loose parts on pallets, and they'll be sold. Now this is something pretty cool. This is the 361. This is the big block Chrysler low deck, and we know it's a 361 because 361 is present right there. These were also made in 350, 383, and 400 cubic inch variations. And this is just a basic short block flat top piston, so probably, you know, a regular family car type engine. This is an early Hemi, and we know that because it has an extended bell housing. From 1951 through halfway through 53, the 331 Chrysler Hemi had the extended bell housing. This is missing its heads and its intake manifold, but this is the short block to a 331 Hemi. And this one was a manual transmission application. We see here there's the clutch. So again, that was a clutch type vehicle, I would guess. Here's the bottom side of another big block MOPAR engine, 4-speed equipped. There's the bell housing there, but here's the oil pan for a passenger car application. And again, this is the probably a 361, 383, maybe a 400. And this is another early MOPAR V8. This one is that's a Hemi. The pistons have notches on the opposite side, so an unknown displacement Hemi block. But again, this one here is 1953 up. We don't see the extension. There's a separation right there. So this is a 53 through 58 block of some type for a Hemi. Manual transmission application. There'd be a 3-speed manual plugged in right here. There's the clutch. But again, stuff like this has value to somebody somewhere. Nothing is junk. This engine here is a Poly 318 short block. We know that because the valve notches here are not directly opposed to each other, but rather slightly offset. The exhaust, the intake, they're a little bit twisted. That's polyspherical stuff right there. Probably 318, who knows, but it's a nice short block. Take it apart, clean it up, put it back together, and use it. That'd be a fantastic thing. This is a 383 or a 361 two-barrel long block. Here are the heads, and these heads are 704 heads, and this is a pre-64 cylinder head. We know that because the rocker shaft stands are separate. These would be an aluminum pedestal right here. In 64, Chrysler went to a one-piece item with a little groove for the rocker arm shaft. So a 58 through 63, 383 or 361 two-barrel. And again, we have the numbers stamped in right here. Oh, I can't quite see that. Let me think here. Okay, 36. That 3.6 you see right there, 361. This is a 361 two-barrel. And finally right here, this is an LA engine, 64 through 67, two-barrel, 273. We know it's a 273. We see the adjustable rocker arms right here. The 318s and 69 up would have just standard stamped rockers. So again, 273 two-barrel engine right here, a long block. Somebody's Barracuda or Dodge Dart could utilize that, or an A100 van. So that's the story of what's under this particular carport, and this is one of several separate stashes of parts that will be sold as part of the Great Texas MOPAR Hoard Auction event, brought to you by Assorted Auctioneers.